Akumwan. Let me tell you what Akumwan, she does things. But sometimes she goes beyond limits in positiveness. Among the things that she does, let me tell you what she did at Washington DC last week, and what the team that put that together, and what the Biafrans all over the world at home and everywhere did is something memorable. And I am happy, I'm proud to be one of you. And then I say thank you. So on that note, I'm going to have to hand over the mic to our Deputy Prime Minister, the Chief of Staff, and the acting head of state for the United States of Biafra at this moment. Thank you and welcome, Akumwan.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. What can we do without you? Thank you so very much. Yeah. Again, welcome, Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome you once again to this special fundraising for the United States of Biafra. We do this as a humanitarian project, first to help thousands of indigenous Biafrans that are locked up in different jails across Nigeria and in the Biafra territory by the terrorist state of Nigeria, headed by Tinubu and his Foreign Affairs Secretary, Bianca Ojukwu Ono. We do this fundraising to help thousands of indigenous Biafrans that Bianca Ojukwu has locked up in different jails across Biafra territory and in Nigeria. We all on this platform, we could decide to just relax, not do anything. It doesn't bother us. It doesn't concern us. We live fine wherever most of Biafrans are. We may decide we don't have to do anything. We may just decide to ignore the millions of innocent indigenous Biafrans that are locked up by the terrorist state of Nigeria. Yes, we all can decide. It doesn't concern us. We don't care. Let them rot away in the jail. They don't have to be out. They don't need no freedom. They don't deserve any human rights. We all can say, let's just continue our businesses in diaspora and just ignore them. It doesn't matter. We all can say, oh, my brother is not directly involved. My mother is not directly involved. My sister is not directly involved. So what's my beef about that? Just allow them to do whatever. I only care about me, my children. Everyone listening to me here can say, please. But I'm telling you, 95% of people here listening to me have said no. No. Charity begins at home. You cannot have your brothers and sisters, community members, family members rot away under the terrorist state of Nigeria, and you just keep quiet where you are. And just pretend as if everything is normal. And just tell them, no, stop talking about freedom. Stop talking about the United States of Biafra. Then the Nigerian government and Biafra will release him from the jail. It is easy to say things like this, but 95% of the people listening to me have said no. That is not the norm, and it will never, ever continue. We can't allow darkness to take over the light. That is why what we do every weekend, to raise funds, to assist indigenous Biafrans that are locked up by the Nigerian state in different jails. Families of innocent Biafrans that are murdered by the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu and the Sokoto Caliphate, just because they want their freedom. They do not want to live and cohabit with their country that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists into their community. That was their only crime. Tinubu and Yakojubu and Peter Obi, they just tell their Nigerian military and police, lock them up, keep them up, they don't matter. Throw them away into Tiger Base, into the jails in Port Harcourt, into the jails in Sokoto, into the jails in all parts of Nigeria. Just lock them up. Do not tell their family members where they are. Nobody should say anything about them. Just lock them up, because we have the power of the gun. We have the AK-47 to silence them. We are the government. We are empowered. But what is a government? If you don't respect the basic rights of your citizens, what is a government? If you continue to flout international and local orders, what is a government? If you have no respect for human rights, what is a government? If you continue to commit genocide and atrocities among your people, that is a failed government and must be crushed for our people to live. That is why we do what we do here. Thank you so much, family. Thank you so much, Honorable Christopher. Thank you so much, all Biafrans. I want to use this opportunity first to thank our leader, Onyindu Nnamdi. His only crime was, I do not want my people to cohabit with reintegrated terrorists of the Nigerian state. That was his only crime. Every other thing, every other thing that we have concocted against him, they were all false. That was why the Nigerian government colluded with certain individuals in Kenya to kidnap our Onyindu and issue him to Nigeria without going through the normal process of the law. Lock him up, try him, now committed him to life jail. The United Nations Committee on Extraordinary Rendition met and has told the Nigerian government to release Onyindu Nnamdi and compensate him. Tinubu and Yakojubu, they refused because they are lawless individuals. They do not obey any law. They do not obey whether it's international or local law. They do not obey human rights. They all operate under the power of the gun, of the AK-47, making the world a very dangerous place for people to live. They disobeyed the United Nations recommendation to release Onyindu Nnamdi. Several courts, over 4 courts inside Nigeria, including ones in the east, have told the Nigerian state to release Nnamdi and let him go. He has not committed any crime. Yakojubu and Christopher Musa and Tinubu, they refused with Peter Obi. They told them to continue to hold Nnamdi as long as Peter Obi is going to contest for the fake president of the so-called dissolute Nigeria state. So Peter Obi and Yakojubu currently are holding Onyindu Nnamdi in Sokoto prison because they want to hold position in the failed terrorist state of Nigeria. So flouting and disobeying international laws just to hold a political position disobey human rights just because of your economic gain. So I'm telling on you now, the canon. Do not be moved for that which is sick. We already got. Just hold on. It's going to be just only a little while. Nigeria must crumble. It's already crumbling. In the next few months, there will be anything like Nigeria. I want to also use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Again, the Nigeria state colluded with Finland to take him away. Few weeks before our declaration in Finland, the redeclaration of the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970. Bianco, Juku, Christopher, Musa, Tinubu, they plotted with Finland to take him away so that this independence, which was declared on November 29, 2024, will not happen. Like Van D. rightly said, they never knew what was lurking in the dark. Peter Obi, Bianco, Jugu, and Co, they thought when they take away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa with all those trumped up charges, with an IPOB organization that is now being handled by the Nigerian government, the DSS, they thought when they trumped those charges against our Prime Minister, take him away, they're going to scare us. We are not going to have our freedom. We're not going to declare in Finland. That was their plot. That was why they took him away a few weeks, just 2 weeks before our declaration, to destabilize us, to stop that declaration in Finland. Little did they know that the independence of the people of the United States of Biafra is already ordained by God. It's already ordained. With what is happening right now, anyone listening to me that does not believe that the hand of God is in the freedom of this God's people, that person must be sick in the head. So the Nigerian government, Peter Obi, Bianco, Juku, and Co, Peter back with their lives, so Charles Soludo, they plotted to take away Simon Ekpa, so that these people will not declare their independence in England. Finland succumbed to the terrorist country and took Simon Ekpa away. And according to them, they got witnesses from the terrorist Nigeria police. A police system that has been declared as a terrorist organization by a federal court in Canada. Nigeria police have been declared as evil. No respect for human rights, no respect for law. These are the people that Finland claimed they got their witnesses from. How can you trust the police of a country that's been declared as a terrorist state? A police that maims, a police that kills the citizens, a police system that does not respect human rights, does not follow the rule of law. Police system that are terrorists, police system that are filled with the reintegrated terrorists brought into Nigeria from the Sahel and recruited into the Nigerian military and police and army and special sports. because indigenous Nigerians, they no longer get into the Nigerian military and police anymore this time. So Tinubu and Bianco Chukwu and Christopher Musa, Bitobi, they recruit the reintegrated terrorists into the Nigerian military and police, ship them to the southeastern part of Nigeria to continue to protect their political agenda. And their major task is the Islamization of the whole Nigeria, which is happening right under our eyes. So Finland got their witnesses from reintegrated terrorists that are recruited as police in Nigeria system. That is wrong, and I'm calling on Finland to let someone ever go. I believe if Finland knows that Dr. Orabueze was around, he wouldn't even have touched someone ever on the camp. Personally. Because let him go. He has not committed any crime. All of us are witnesses to how the Nigeria state behead teachers in front of young people. In front of young people. Teachers are beheaded. Thousands of indigenous Nigerians are kidnapped into the bush. Children are kidnapped into the bush. I want to use this opportunity to commiserate with the families of innocent indigenous Nigerians that are being kidnapped by these terrorists brought in by Bianco Chukwu, Tinubu, and Christopher Musa into the Nigeria territory. Today, I read the news of one of the young little child has died in the hand of the terrorists. A young child that the mother prepared to go to school. She went to school and never returned. And the next news the mother heard was that the child was among those that were kidnapped by the reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigeria state. Again, do not miss word. Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Bianco Chukwu, they have a standing order to reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigeria system. And it was this terrorist that kidnapped and killed this innocent child this morning. The pain is too much. Any of you that is not touched with what Nigeria state, Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Bianco Chukwu, Ngozi, Bafubara, any of you that is not touched with the horror that these people are launching on innocent people, you have a place in hell. I promise you. Regardless of your business investment in Nigeria, my heart goes to those mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters whose family are still with those terrorists in the bush. They are crying out every day for somebody to come and save their life. Nigeria cannot save family. Nigeria does not understand what life means, so they can't give what they don't have. That is why for over 14, 20 days, all those children are still in the terrorist den. And the terrorists are doing videos of these children, of these people, showing it to the world that they are holding these children. And Tinubu and Orabueze, Tinubu, the wife of the Nigerian president, cannot do anything. She's busy sharing cars for her husband to be the next president in Nigeria. Shame on you, Orabueze, Tinubu. Very big shame on you. If all you care about is to share common cars above human life, you are a failure. You will share of yourself. In the United States of Biafra, nothing, no child, not even one child, will be taken by any terrorist cannot control the terrorists. So those of you that think there's anything that could be done to save anything, you're wasting your money. Save that money to people in your own country. Because the terrorists have taken over almost all part of Nigeria. And they show the video, it's on social media. And Tinubu and Biafra Chukwu that is busy picking up innocent Biafrans in the 40 state of Biafra that have said they do not want to reintegrate and rehabilitate. They do not want to live in the same community with these terrorists. Biafra Chukwu is busy sending her agents to pick them one by one in the middle of the night in their homes and dump them in different jails across Nigeria. That's exactly what she's doing because I have the records. How many Biafrans are you going to pick? While children are in the bush crying for help, waiting for somebody to rescue them from the terrorists you all brought into the country, Nigeria. Again, I thank everyone. I thank the United States of Biafra people, the United States of Biafra government, the cabinet members. Thank you so much for what you do every day to ensure that our country is one of the best in the world. Our new nation that was declared in Latin Finland on November 29, 2024. Nobody, no one tampers with it. I want to thank the 40 state governors in homeland for what you do to protect our people and protect our environment. I want to thank the state commissioners. I want to thank the cabinet members, the secretaries for what you do every day. I also want to thank the mission heads in different countries. Our priority is to secure our Biafra territory and go home. Those beautiful services we offer outside Biafra land, we want to go home and offer that. I think that is a fair statement. Every country now wants to protect and safeguard their country. It is one of the standing policies of the United States of America, President Donald Trump, protecting America first. And it is the right thing to do. You cannot be everywhere protecting Europe, protecting Asia, protecting other countries. And when it comes to voting, they vote against you because they already have block. Because the Islamization agenda is all over. You give them the money, and then when you make the request for them, they will refuse because of their interest. That is not right. Charity begins at home. People must go home and build their nations. That is why the United States of Biafra was declared, redeclared. Republic of Biafra was redeclared with the name and title of the United States of Biafra on 29th of November 2024 in Latin Finland. We want to go home and build our people and build our territory and build our community. That is what we want to do. We do not want to continue to offer the best of everything abroad while our people languish in abject poverty, while our teachers have been beheaded by the terrorists have no business in the first place to be in those territories. Our children are being kidnapped into the bushes. Our undergraduates are being kidnapped. Our youngest are being raped, bullied, and videoed. Our mothers are being raped by these terrorists. And they record it. And they send out the recording to the world. What kind of country is that? That country should have been dissolved like last year. So, Biafrans, the United States of Biafra citizens, We do not want things like that to continue to happen in our territory, where our economy is being destroyed by the Nigerian state. We don't want that to continue to happen. That is why we all want to go home and build our nation for our future generation, so they can have a place to call their own, not a place where the reintegrated terrorists brought in by P2B and people who have taken over the whole place in the name of a policy to reintegrate non-terrorists supported by the United Nations. And at the end, they will be crying that they are the ones that is being attacked. The Fulanese are being attacked. For the second of the United Nations, she cannot be able to say that these are reintegrated terrorists, not innocent Fulani citizens. No. And the United Nations Secretary Guterres was also among those that are approved for Nigeria to reintegrate these terrorists that are killing millions of indigenous Nigerians. So how long is this evil going to continue? No, never. We're not even going to give it a second. No. They feel, Bianco Juku feels she has security to move around with her. I challenge Bianco Juku to go down to her village and move around without any security. Just move around as a citizen or as a daughter of your community. That is how you test your popularity, the work you deliver to your people. Not walking around the midst of AK-47 wielding, some of them are terrorists. You call them police and special squad. You feel safe among them. While you kill your people by the second. Not anymore. So I want to thank Biafrans that are in different parts of the world, the heads of missions for what you do. I also want to thank the stakeholders, whether at home and abroad, for what you do. Again, this week that passed was a very busy week for the United States of Biafra citizens. On our May 30th Memorial Day, we were able to mark our Memorial Day, but at home, not abroad. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment to remember our fallen heroes and fallen heroes. And the people we are still losing by the second from the Nigerian state that invaded the sovereign state of Biafra, kidnapping and taking away our youths every night and locking them up in DSS dungeons, in Tiger Bays, and different jails across Nigeria. With the help of Peter Obi, Bianco Ojukwu, Christopher Musa, and the legitimized governors in Southeast. That is what they do. I have the reports on my table. They are fighting the new nation, the United States of Biafra. Tinubu is fighting our new nation. Bianco Ojukwu, Peter Obi, they are fighting this new nation that was declared on November 29, 2024. But I tell them, the people, the 18 million Biafrans that participated in the self-referendum, where 50 million of them have voted to exit Nigeria. And then over 1,500 converged in Finland between November 29th and December the 3rd. And over 500 appended their signature to that declaration document to exit Nigeria. We are not begging any of them for our freedom. We are going to insert the power of that freedom which we have in the 40 states of Biafra territory. And that is exactly why we launched the Nigeria Must Go. So any element, anybody working for Nigeria in the 40 states of Biafra you are told, we've told you peacefully to leave. The United States of Biafra government has the legitimacy to defend the foreign state of Biafra. The May 30th was declared as a federal public holiday by the United States of Biafra, and 80 million Biafrans observed that public holiday. That is legitimacy, that is civil control. The civil control that the United States of Biafra government has supersedes the military control which Bianco, Tinubu, and Peter Obi are using to intimidate Biafrans. Which are Saludo. Their legitimacy is only with the power of the AK-47. That is not legitimacy. That is not power. That is not control. So the United States of Biafra has the civil control of the foreign state of Biafra. We will continue to gradually ensure that every element of Nigeria in that territory leaves that place. Because we do not want to leave or cohabit with integrated terrorists that cut off the head of people, kidnap them and kill them for no reason, take over their homes, destroy their farmlands. We've written peacefully for the Nigerian state to leave Biafra territory. We escort them to leave our land. We will make them leave our land if they don't want to live peacefully. We have all the legal documents at this time to protect our sovereign state. Both on the international level and on the local level, we are exercising our right to self-determination. Articles 1 and 55 of the United Nations Charter and Article 1 of the ICCPR/ICESCR say all peoples have the rights to self-determination. It is the law. It is written. Nigeria signed to that. All peoples have the rights to self-determination. It is legal. It is a right. It is not something you beg from another country or from another person to give you. It is the law by the United Nations. That was why we conducted the self-referendum from February the 1st to 28th November 2024 with over 50 million votes, which is about 98.7% of Biafra that signed yes to exit that entity called Nigeria. Thereafter, we made a declaration on May 29, 2024 in Latin Finland, adopting the name of the United States of Biafra with 40 confederated states. The historical claim is this is the restoration of the 1967 to 1970 Republic of Biafra. That is why we are reactivating everything that existed between 67 and 70. We are not asking for anything new. Our allies fully understand this. From this view, Nigeria's consent is not required for the United States of Biafra to be a free nation. They have a local law in their constitution that supports their one Nigeria, indivisible nonsense. But these international laws of the self-determination, the referendum that we did, and the redeclaration of our nation surpasses the local law Tinubu and Christopher Musa and Peter Obi set in place for their indivisibility of their terrorist state of Nigeria. That is why we don't need no permission from anyone to exert the authority of the freedom of the United States of Biafra people and government. of Biafran government and people, we met all the Montevideo Convention articles, all the conditions. We have a population. The Biafran people are a unique and specific population. You don't see them anywhere. So we met that criteria. We have a unique territory. Our location in the world map is unique to our people, and to our culture, and to the Biafran people. You find these people in some part of the old southeast and south of the old Nigeria. We have a government. The United States of Biafra government is currently the active government in exile for the 80 million Biafrans, protecting our people and our territory from the terrorist state of Nigeria. We have the 40 state governors in homeland that are working every day with their commissioners to protect their states. We have the United States of Biafra envisioned elite squad defending our land from the terrorists that are brought into our land by the Nigerian state. I'm very, very happy that thousands of Biafrans were very, very happy during our Memorial Day event to see our envisioned elite squad. The United States of Biafra defense goes through the highest form of training, international humanitarian laws established. Not just those IHL laws and trainings, but also the private trainings they go through every single day to ensure that we do not have anything close to the military of the country that we are living. Anyone in the defense of the United States of Biafra that is not in line with the trainings that our defense goes through cannot be part of the United States of Biafra defense. We also have the capacity for foreign relations. As Family said, you all are aware, we have our recognition from Brazil. Thank God for the indigenous people of Biafra living in Brazil, not the indigenous people of Biafra organization, which has been hijacked by the Nigerian DSS. It is the indigenous people of Biafra in Brazil, the 80 million of them, of which I currently is in charge of until our own Republican comes out. And also thanks to the United States of Biafra mission heads in Brazil and the Biafran people in Brazil. Apart from this recognition from Brazil, we also have over 7 countries that have recognized the United States of Biafra, both privately and publicly. Thank the legislators in Brazil and the government of Brazil for choosing to do the right thing. Not those that want to suppress and oppress and sweep Biafran people under the rug. I also thank our allies that are privately supporting us. Thank you so much for your advices. And to our lobbyists and our legal representatives guiding us. We are closer home than most people think. The United States of Biafra referendum has been endorsed by the OEAS, Organization of Emerging African States. That is okay for us. And also other platforms like the Pan-African Limited. Those are okay for us. We don't need the whole world to endorse our referendum. And I promise you, over 7 countries and their heads endorsed and believed and approved the referendum of the United States of Biafra government and the people. I thank all our allies. So, Biafrans, I thank everyone. Just be steadfast. Do not be distracted. Do not be distracted by the Nigeria agents pretending to be Biafrans, making noise on social media. Do not be distracted by money. Just remain focused. We are closer home than we think. I want to specifically thank the United States of Biafra envisioned in its core. What you do every day cannot be compared. Your professionalism, your calmness, your loyalty is unprecedented. Keep it up. We are closer home. We are closer home. Again, I thank everyone listening to me. The United States of Biafra government will continue to protect its people and protect its territory. As many of you are fully aware, the country that we left, Nigeria, which is now our neighboring country, has been declared as a country of particular concern. It's the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. Biafrans are Christians, so we have no business with the terrorist state of Nigeria. Nigeria President Tinubu has been declared as the 3rd most corrupt president in the world. And that country that we led, Nigeria, has been described, has been noted as the worst place on planet Earth for human beings to live. What again is anyone waiting for? I saw P2B with the EU Parliament telling them, you all don't know about Nigeria, there's something. P2B, shame on you. For you to not tell them about those kids that have been kidnapped, that many of them are dying by the second in the bush, by the reintegrated terrorists, which you, P2B, you supported the Nigerian government in that policy to reintegrate and rehabilitate Boko Haram, ISIS, Islam, all of them inside Nigeria. Shame on you to be telling the EU Parliament they do not know about Nigeria. Who are you fooling? Who are you deceiving, P2B? You should be ashamed of yourself to be one of those making the world a very dangerous place. Nobody in the European Parliament should believe anybody like P2B. He is part of the problem in that country. He's perambulating. Who knows how much they're giving him now to paint a terrorist state as a good country? Shame on you, P2B. For you to be perambulating and be lying to the world. And you cannot condemn thousands of indigenous Biafrans in your own backyard that Tinubu and Ngozi has locked up in Tiger Base just because they want the United States of Biafra as a new nation. They don't want to be part of Nigeria. Why are you not talking about that, P2B? Why are you not talking about that? You are propagating for one Nigeria terrorist state. Shame on you. Shame on you. to be using the lives of indigenous Nigerians as a plaything outside Nigeria. P2B is supporting Nigerian political parties that have been declared as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court based on their activities, the killings, the kidnappings, the ballot snatching that goes on during every election. APC, PDP, and those that were there before, P2B was part of APC before, has been declared as terrorist people, terrorist organization. So even European Parliament for allowing P2B, who has belonged to this party in the past, to be with the European Parliament is an eyesore. Remember, he and his political parties have been declared as a terrorist organization. The Nigerian police, their special squad, has been declared as a terrorist group, as evil because of what they let out of innocent indigenous of Nigeria and Biafra territory. Anyone propagating for the existence of one Nigeria must be evil. And there's no investment you put in that country that lasts. You better go and take your money right now, I'm promising you, because the terrorists are taking over everywhere. But I thank God for the support of the 80 million United States of Biafra citizens that are supporting this government. We are moving forward. We are now more united than ever because we have a common goal. That common goal is the freedom, the protection of the United States of Biafra territory so that we can start rebuilding our land. Again, on that note, I want to plead with everyone. We need funds. We need money. Nigerian government is contracting the country like Turkey to give them more arms, more ammunition, more AK-47 to continue to kill our people, kidnap Biafran people. We need the funds to protect our people. We need the funds to rebuild our nation that has been bastardized by the Nigerian state and their politicians. Please continue to support us. We have all the legal documents in our hand right now to defend our land. Continue to support the United States of Biafra until our allies start helping us, which will not be too long. Again, I want to use this opportunity to let the world and everyone listening to me, there is nothing like IPOB organization in Biafra territory. These are a group of individuals that have been hijacked by the Nigeria DSS. They are not the IPOB organization that was formed by our leader in the camp. These are different set of people promoting the Nigeria agenda. So when you see them talking about IPOB organization, all they want is to move people back to that IPOB organization where they already set the template for Nigeria terrorist state to take over. That will never happen anymore. Their friends have known better now. What we have is indigenous people of Biafra, of which people like I and most Biafrans we all belong to, of which I currently lead those 80 million Biafrans. The Nigeria state continues to distract and fight our nation using the delegitimized governors delegitimize Nigerian governors in the foreign state of Biafra. Again, our case is unique. Our people are unique. We will use the uniqueness of our people, of our case, to secure the Biafra territory. So those of you telling you that South Africa did it like that, Finland did it like that, this country, they have no clue of the uniqueness of the United States of Biafra citizens. So we will use the unique nature, the peculiar nature of our environment, of our people, to protect our land. A country that is coming out from a country that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists. So you ask those people, the country they are using as an example of freedom, do they have their president, their politicians reintegrating and rehabilitating non-terrorists at the time of their declaration? No, they don't have. So we will continue to use everything peculiar with our people to continue to protect our people. On that note, I'll hand it over to Father D. Thank you so much, dear friends. Thank you so much for those that are listening to me. And let us go to the business of the day and raise this money